welcome to this Diwali special edition of Money, Money, Money. As you can see, we're not in the studios today. We are here at Palladium High Street Phoenix in Mumbai, and we're here to soak in the festive fervor, the spirit. Every year at this time, we invoke her blessings, we worship her, and we strive to have her presence in our lives. Yes, I am talking about the goddess of wealth, Goddess Lakshmi. Now, prayers and divine blessings definitely have their role, they have their part, but perhaps a little bit of intelligence and some patience can also go a long, long way in ensuring that your money works for you. So we are here with a very basic question. Will somewhat 2073 be a wealth generating year? And if yes, then where should you be putting your money? Which are the asset classes to be in? To help us understand all of that and more, I have a panel of experts right here with me. So let me quickly introduce them. We have ASHISH SHANKAR of MOTILAL OSWAL. He is the head of investment advisory at the private wealth management services. ASHISH, good to have you on the show. And someone who needs absolutely no introduction. He's a veteran with the capital markets, NILESH of KOTAK Mahindra AMC. NILESH, pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for sparing the time. An old friend of money, GAURAV, MASHRU, who is a financial planning expert. And how are HNIs looking at their wealth management this year? Well, we have PRATEEK joining in from SANCTUM to answer that question. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in. I'll start with the basic thoughts. NILESH, your thoughts. Will this new coming year be a wealth generating year, you think? Looking at the macros, looking at where India is today.
So making money is always simple, but it's not easy. So this year also will be like past years. The guys who are disciplined, guys who can take risk, they'll make money. The guys who want to just copy past performance, they probably will fail.
So that's a statement. Making money is simple but it's not easy. Would you care to elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure. So all of us know that if you jog, your physical health will be good. If you avoid junk food, your physical health will be good. But we end up eating junk food and avoiding jog, and then we complain that my health is not good. The same principle goes into the financial side. Everyone knows you have to have asset allocation, you have to have systematic investment plan, you have to have long-term investment. But the problem is that no one is able to follow it, and then they remain poor. So making money is very simple, provided you have long-term investment horizon, provided you do regular investment, and provided you maintain balance between greed and fear, between various asset classes, you will make money.
But we keep hearing a lot of experts, of course, talk about the macros and whether overall the economy looks like, it'll help people generate more wealth this year. So what are your thoughts there?
If we don't create that facade, we won't have a job. So we need to make life complicated for people so that experts like us will be required. But yes, the markets are complex. It's not easy. We are a global market, so we get influenced by US presidential election, US Fed rate hike, European Union banking crisis, China, and maybe some more things which I can't imagine. But at the end of the day, what we have to ensure is that we buy what is cheap and we sell what is expensive. And if we do it consistently, it's very easy to make money.
Okay, he makes it sound so simple, doesn't he? Well, we'll come back and we'll talk more about that in just a bit. But Ashish, your thoughts? I mean, overall, looking at the picture around us, do you get the sense that the next 12 months will be prosperous?
So, this year has been quite testing for most investors. We saw the market coming off their highs, hitting lows towards the beginning of the calendar year, and here we are again closer to the all-time highs.
Exactly. From February onwards, it's been a phenomenal run for the equity market.
So it's been quite a ride in equities. However, I would tend to agree with NILESH bhai. I think people who keep their eye on the longer term picture will create tremendous wealth. I still believe that to be in equities, first you need to be an optimist, and if you're optimistic about the future of this country, I think there is a lot of wealth to be created. We haven't seen anything yet, but yes, we are living in a globally coordinated world, and like they say, if America sneezes, the world catches a cold. So we will get affected, from time to time by global events. But I am an optimist, and I think the best is ahead of us.
Okay, all right. Very quickly, your thoughts on this as well, Prateek?
So it's, we are coming on the backdrop of a fairly decent year. I wouldn't say a spectacular year, but you pretty much have had all asset classes do well, whether it was debt, equity, or even gold. Maintaining this type of momentum going forward in our assessment is going to be a challenge in the near term. Well, there is a long-term wealth creation story, and the compounding effect always works in creating long-term wealth. There are going to be some external factors in play which Nilesh was alluding to. Domestically also, when you are at these stretched valuations, historically we have seen that it's not been easy to generate significant returns in an equity asset class when you invest in the index.
Before I come down to some of the specifics and the points that Prateek raised, Gaurav, your thoughts. Overall, do you think your clients are going to make more money this year?
So yes, I mean, as long as you look at your own economic parameters and not too much worry, because for example, look at your own GDP numbers, and which is goals and dreams plan. Look at your IIP numbers, investment and income plan. Ensure that you stop paying EMI and start investing in EMI. So stop paying your equity and monthly installments, get out of loan and start your EMI, equity monthly investments. Conduct your AGM and quarterly reports so that you're sharing the information with your family. Look at your WPI. I mean, what are your wealth passing on instruments? Is will in place? Is nomination in place? Who's your CEO? Your contingency and emergency options. The moment you keep looking at your own economic parameters regularly, you will create wealth. What happens is
you've given us a lot of acronyms, so WPI, IIP, all of those terms have turned around. I'm going to come back to that and go over the specifics in just a bit. But Nilesh, some of the thoughts that just came through, the talk about valuations, whether the market is looking a little overheated. Should you be buying now, or is an SIP the way to go? Should you be doing lump sum? These are the questions that are typically always there on our retail investors' mind as well. What would you advise looking at the current scenario?
So in Ramayana days we had Kumbhakarna, and if Ravan had a mutual fund NAV, I'm sure Kumbhakarna would have woken up without just looking at that NAV statement. So if you are going to be like Kumbhakarna, who can sleep over investment for 14 years, certainly go and do lump sum investment, but do lump sum in equity, not in liquid fund.
Okay.
The second thing is that if you are unlikely to be Kumbhakarna, then why don't just go for SIP? We do it for our physical health. We eat breakfast, lunch and dinner. We don't eat at one go for 7 days. If you can't do it for your physical health, you can't do it for financial health as well. So do SIP, that's the best way. And as Ashish was mentioning, we are at that stage in market and economy where things are falling in place. Monsoon has been good. Interest rates have started coming down at borrower level. Liquidity in economy is going up, foreign direct investment is flowing in, the festival season demand has been fairly solid, as we are seeing here lots of consumers moving around. So overall the economy will do well, and when the tide rises, all the boats automatically gets lifted. You should be staying in the boat, you should be sitting in the boat. That's it, what is required.
Okay, so we're going to take a break and discuss some more details about this boat. How should your boat be? Should it be a large boat, small boat? And SIP is already the way to go, that you've already explained. So some more about equity investing and some thoughts you can keep in mind for the next 12 months coming up right after the break.